All right. So here's something I wanted to try for a while. It's an idea that I had, and why not give it a shot? I didn't really think it through, I guess. The idea was I go see a movie, and then come out and do a parking lot review, just a real quick, immediate thoughts on the movie instead of taking time to think and formulate opinions and all that stuff about it. Just what I thought. Right away, what stood out to me about the film. I thought, maybe that would be an interesting thing to do because, it's sort of like the conversations maybe you have with your friends when you're walking out of the movies. I tend to go to the movies by myself. I don't get to have those conversations. So I thought I would do it in the parking lot. Now, I didn't really think that through, maybe, because, the lighting. I see movies mostly at night. And so I think you can see this because I got my car light on. There's a street light, but it's maybe not the greatest. Two, you kind of feel like an idiot sitting in your car, talking to yourself, your phone, although there's not that many people here. And the third thing, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but the third reason that it's really difficult here today, I don't know if you could see that or not. The little temperature gauge, it went up. But the little temperature gauge in my car says it's 10 degrees outside right now. So I'm waiting on the car to warm up. I've got the heat on, but I'm freezing. See the red nose? It's just cold. Terrible. But no better movie to try this with than the one I just saw, which is Guillermo del Toro's new film, Theshapeofwater. I sat there. I usually don't sit through the credits unless I've know that there's a post-credit scene. If you're going to see a Marvel movie or whatever, you have to because they're going to tack on a scene at the end. Although those post-credits, I'm sort of over that. I wish people would stop. They have like 4 or 5 of them or something on the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I think that's enough of that. But anyway, that's usually the only time I sit through the credits. But I didn't move. I didn't get out of my chair, not because I wanted to watch the credits, but because I just sort of felt like I couldn't. This movie hit me in a way that, great films do. It is by far Del Toro's best film. I like his other work, but this is just, he brought it on a whole nother level. It was truly a work of just a labor of love for him. You could tell that. There's so much that comes through his love of movies. It's a million different things in once. It's a look at how people sort of react and relate to one another. It's a look at how people, really in a lot of ways, how people get to a certain place in their life. It's a monster movie. It's a fantastic love story, a wonderful romance. There's a musical number in it. I'm not a musical guy. I just, but this one, it's in there and it delivers the punch that he wanted. It is absolutely fantastic. The performances are incredible. There's not a bad performance in the cast. The story hits every single note. The characters it's a big thing with me. Character development in a film is huge for me. I hate to watch a movie and feel like everybody's just sort of one-dimensional. That's not the case with this film at all. Every single character, no matter how small their part, what they're thinking, what their, quote-unquote motivations are, why they are the way that they are. He creates this amazing world, and his love of film just shines through right down to the fact that Sally Hawkins' character, Eliza, I believe was her name. I'm sorry, it's really cold. Anyway, love of film. She lives above a movie theater, just little things like that. It's such a great movie. It's by far the number one movie of 2017 in my book. I wish I had seen it before now because it's January, the 4th or 5th. But yeah, it was the best film I have seen in... I don't remember seeing a film I like this much since maybe when I saw Fincher's Zodiac in theaters. It's been that long since I've been that hit by a film. You just connect right away, and this movie is all about the connections between people, and it's such a powerful film. It's so great. I cannot recommend seeing The Shape of Water enough. So I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else I wanted to say. There's some trivia that I heard about the movie before I went in. I don't know how much of it's true. Speaking about it being a labor of love for Del Toro, my understanding was he was not happy with the way that his film Crimson Peak was marketed as a horror film. He saw it as a gothic romance, not a horror movie, and he's right. It was a very good movie. It just wasn't what you were led to believe from the marketing materials. So he wanted to control marketing of this film, and he was told that the only way that he would be allowed to do that is if he could come in at a budget under $20 million. Apparently, again, secondhand story that I heard somewhere or read somewhere, so I have no idea whether this is true or not. I tend to believe it. He gave up his director's salary for the film and got the budget at $19.5 million just so that it wouldn't be mismarketed. It is, it's just a wonderful film all around. The story is great, the characters are great, the acting is great, the score is fantastic. Usually I will say if I come out of a movie talking about the score, then it's not, usually I consider it not good because the score is supposed to complement the film. You're really not meant to notice it. A lot of film scores are great music, but it's sort of music that's not really meant to be heard in that context. You notice the score here, at least I did, and it really highlights certain moments, but not in a bad way. I mean, it just complements what's happening on screen so perfectly. This movie is full of fantastic moments. So, you know, again, go see it, The Shape of Water. You want to see it on the big screen. It's not a movie, you know, that you would normally think of that maybe you want to see on a big screen because, you know, there's not a bunch of explosions and special effects and all that. But there are just so many gorgeous shots in this film. I think it's certainly worth seeing on a theater screen. So if it's playing near you, go see it before it's gone. I don't know if I'll post this video or not. I don't know. You know, how this whole thing's going to turn out. Like I said, this is an idea I had for a while, and I thought I would give it a shot. So we're doing it tonight. I may just delete this thing, and it'll never get out in the world. Or maybe I'll put it out there somehow, and nobody will see it. It won't make any difference anyway. But thank you.